Anyway, I used to motorcycle enduro ride, and what that is, by definition, is the course must be negotiable by motor power or muscle power of the driver. And there were events like this, and 400 or 500 people used to show up at an event, and it was over the river and through the woods. It was a lot of fun. It's just a lot of fun with a bunch of guys. Anyway, on the off weeks, we used to ride the power lines. And when we did this was in Millwood, New York. We'd ride down a straightaway of about 500 yards. And it was a choice to make a left turn or a right turn. If you went left, you were going south, heading down to Elmsford. If you went right, you're going north, up the north to Conic State Parkway. And the way we figured out which way to go was whoever got to the turn first and made the turn, and the other one just followed. We rode hard. So anyway, the Saturday following that, I got off work and riding down the street of Mount Kisco in my car, and there's a flower shop. It was a Korean flower shop in town that used to put out a whole wall of flowers, and it was magnificent. And I stopped the car to get flowers. And what you do, you pick out your flowers and you go into the store and you stand in line. So I'm standing in line to pay, and about 3 people back, there's a lady back there. She's about 30 years old, and you sort of nod your head to somebody to say hello or whatever, you don't know them, which I did. And she looked at me right in the eye and she goes, it's a bitch when you have to buy your own flowers. Oh, man. So my turn came to pay, and I paid for my flowers, and I paid for her flowers too. And then I ran out of the store, not to be found or spoken to, because otherwise it would be bad karma for sure. So anyway, the following week, we're back on the power lines, and we went south, and we got down to Elmsford. And we know these like the back of our hand. And we got down, there's an old farmhouse. And at the farmhouse, there was the Volkswagen minibus. There were hippies, there were people. There was a couple of guys on bikes. So we stopped to look and see what's going on. Well, they sort of inhabited the place. And it was really just a place of sex, drugs, and rock and roll. That was the whole theme. I'm sure Colorado sent them out on an early mission to test. These were the forerunners. Now, you can't make fun of forerunners. They're out there testing, and so we went over and introduced ourselves. We had fun, and we might have, I can't really remember if we got involved or not, and I'll never admit it, especially in public, but anyway. So we talked about it all week long. And the following week, we're back on the power lines, and my friend George got to the place where you make the choice, and I was sure he was going south, because we had a lot of fun. He went north, and we rode, and we got done, and I said, well, how come you went north? And he goes, well, that was too good. So I sort of nodded my head, not really understanding what he was talking about. Went to work Monday morning and picked up the Reporter-Dispatch, which is the local paper. And lo and behold, on the front page, 17 people busted for drugs, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And that, my friends, is good karma.